Hey beloveds, it's Chakra Wanda. How are you? Yes, the screen is blank because I really just want you to tune into the information that I'm sharing with you. So, I'm posting this on my YouTube page, Angelic Healer YouTube page. I have been just posting on Instagram and Facebook a little bit about some information that has been come across my path in a very divine, synchronistic way. And so, where do I begin? It's going to be transparent. So, early in April, I had an opportunity to share my work as a healer through, my Angel Heart ministry. And on April 10th, we've been, since 2022, not able to fully be out and doing the things that we love to do. Prior to 2022, I had the opportunity to travel and express using my angel harp sound healing, using my voice and guided meditation, doing my encouragement work as I have been doing for many years through live streaming. Many of you, have gotten to know me. I am a spiritual encourager. I am one who is a metaphorical oracle, and I share with you what I hear from the divine. I'm a multi-creative as well. Anyway, long and short, I hadn't played my harps in a long time, and I had the opportunity to do a guided meditation, sound healing, with a small group of beautiful, like-minded people in the Greensboro area. In preparation for that experience, it was on April the 10th, on a Sunday. The earlier part of the week, I received direction from the divine on how to prepare the guided meditation. So I keep like 3x5 cards and notebooks around me. So whenever I, began to hear in my spiritual ear information, I am clairaudient and clairvoyant. So I began to hear the words heart chamber. And that was on a Tuesday before that Sunday. And then by Thursday, I was woke up in the middle of the night and felt compelled to research about the heart chamber and came across an understanding that the heart has 4 chambers and that there are, 4 functions of the heart, and there was another 4 that came up. And most of y'all know that I pay attention to divine signs. That's how I do it. And I'm an angelologist. I study the awareness of the angelic realm. I've shared that over the years. So the number 444 came up, and that was a confirmation for me to, yes, you need to do a guided meditation about the heart chamber. Long and short, I did do that on that Sunday and guided the audience into a gentle yet beautiful and powerful guided meditation, taking them into a journey into the chambers of the heart, where there they were able to hear the voice of the divine, making them aware of anything that they needed to know or that they could pose a question to get clarity and confirmation from. So I concluded that and sat down in the audience, and the speaker of the day came up, and she said, thank you, Chakra Wanda, for bringing that vibrational experience. The message that I prepared will segue into that, and you'll see in a few moments how it does. And she began to speak and share her message, and within the message, she literally had written. It was a message about focusing and operating from the chambers of the heart. And it blew me away. It blew us away how we were both in the same vibration of delivering the information for the day. For the rest of her talk, she mentioned that on April the 12th, there will be a significant occurrence in, the planetary movements, a conjunction of a couple of planets, which was a great time of activation for manifesting anything that, you're wanting to focus on. So I said to myself, I looked at my work calendar and it seemed that I did not have any clients. And so I took the day off and decided to just, read about the awareness of the planetary conjunctions and just to flow in the day and be mindful. And I did that. I didn't have an agenda, but I just researched and stayed in the flow. And then at some point, midday, I said, this would be a great day to go out and to the mall because I have had some custom jewelry made, and I wanted to get a chain added to one of my bracelets. So I went ahead and proceeded to the store. And it's a beautiful metaphysical shop with beautiful crystals and all kinds of herbs and spices at the mall that I went to. And there's a young gentleman that makes custom jewelry, wire wrap crystal jewelry. And so I said, hey, you going to be there? He was there. And I went and dropped off my bracelet. I hung around waiting for him to add the chain. I began to walk around the store. And I noticed there were some books and literature. And there was one particular book. I said, oh, wow, yeah, I love this information. Let me add it to my collection. It was a book on angels and the history of angels from all different cultures. I said, I love this stuff. It's a used book, and it was very reasonable. But there was another piece of information. It was a particular calendar. The artwork was just phenomenal. And I said to the young man and the lady who was, checking people out with their items. I said, what is this? And they said, it's a calendar. And I said, and they told me what kind of calendar. And I said, what is this all about? And the young man said, I can look up your signature. According to your birth date, no time needed. I can look up and see, based on this calendar, what your signature is. So he did it, pointed it out to me, and I was hooked. I bought the calendar, and I began to do my own research. There was a website on the back, and it led to a website called thelawoftime.org. Thelawoftime.org. Long and short, this calendar is a 28-day calendar, 13-month calendar, or 13-moon calendar, versus the Gregorian calendar that we live by, which is 12 months, and the clock that we live by is a 60-minute clock, right? So this calendar is based on cosmology and the Mayan calendar, which was established BCE, right? Beginning BCE, okay? The calendar that we are operating on now is a 12-month calendar. They call it a Gregorian calendar, which was established only in the 1800s by Pope Gregory. What am I getting at? Here's what I've learned so far, is that this 28-day, 13-month calendar used by the Mayans and many ancient civilizations, including Egypt or /Kemet, Africa, and many other indigenous tribes, that this calendar was created based on the natural alignment and flow of the universe. this is cosmology and the Mayan calendar blended. Now, I have a lot more to learn. However, I am a teacher and a student at the same time, so I'm sharing with you as I go along. So, Chakra One, to get to it, what is this all about? Well, each day has a signature. Also, you on the planet, based on your physical birth date, no time needed, you actually have a signature as well. This is a beautiful system, not recently made, but from the beginning of time. This calendar helps us to navigate our daily lives through the lens of synchronistic order. Synchronicity is the norm of the universe, and I'm sharing information from the calendar now. The 13 moon calendar enters us into the synchronic order that opens us to new energy patterns. The synchronic codes are the mathematical grammar of telepathy. All right? Now, each day has a seal and a tone that create the energy of the day or galactic signature. Now, your galactic signature is your passcode into higher dimensions, into a gateway or a portal to discover different aspects of your being. Okay? Here's a quote from the founder, or there's a gentleman named Jose Arguelles, who, when he was a little boy, was taken to the pyramids, I assume, in the Mayan region. I'm still learning and sharing. And he since has passed away, but when he was a little boy, he immediately ran up the side of a pyramid, and the pyramid housed a person who, was like a timekeeper. So when he was a little boy, he ran up the side of the pyramid, and when he got to the top, he literally said he received a powerful download of awareness. Here's his quote. Just as air is the atmosphere of the body, so time is the atmosphere of the mind. And if the time in which we live consists of uneven months and days regulated by mechanized minutes and hours, that is what becomes of our mind. A mechanized irregularity. Since everything follows from the mind, it is no wonder that the atmosphere in which we live daily becomes more polluted, and the greatest complaint is, I just don't have enough time. How often do we say that? He goes on to say, who owns your time owns your mind. Own your own time, and you will know your own mind. So the 13 moon calendar is not just a count of days, but a synchronic frame of reference for tracking patterns of synchronicity. So that's that part. I'm going to do a part 2 and share with you. Today is the Gregorian day, calendar day of May the 2nd. And I'm going to share with you the Galactic Calendar, Mayan calendar information for today, and also what the calendar information suggests on how to embody and embrace the awareness, how to tap and harness the energy of this particular day. And every day has an energy associated with it. So now you can go to part 2.